Hello, good evening, and welcome. My name is Mike Moritz, and I am here to play this game, which is called Scene Investigators. What is this game? It is a crime-solving deduction type game. I don't quite know all of the details, only because I picked it up a while ago. Then what I did was I looked at it and realized, yeah, this is too hard for me. This is actually going to require me to brain. And I thought, you know what I should do? I should put it into my back pocket. And then I can bring it back out at such a time when I can, it's only been now that I've been in a brain space to actually give it a go. So that is the story. I am just doing the old self-promotion thing. You know, so people know that I'm actually streaming. Sometimes people don't. Okay, that should do us. Alright. Let's go. Okay. Apparently I don't get to name myself. Alright, here we go. Select a game mode. Assisted mode and detective mode. Alright, now is there going to be an achievement on this? Give me a minute. Apparently not. I don't think so. So we'll go assisted mode because, you know, I'm silly. True story, I actually wanted to play some old games, but I couldn't get my thingy to run, so we shan't be doing that. Game provides a clue list as the clues are found, allowing players to reference them during the investigation. In addition, players are informed of incorrect answers to help them understand where they might get their hypothesis wrong. That sounds fun. Hardcore detective game. Alright. It is a hardcore detective game. And it is a work of fiction. We love works of fiction around here. Escape room fans. Cool. Yep. Okay. Good.
Hello, Agent.
Hello.
I am your personal assistant for this exam. Please enter your name.
You can call me Mike Moritz, because that is my name.
Is this the name you want recorded in our database?
Sure.
Creating your data file.
Thank you.
Recording complete. Welcome to the crime scene reconstruction room. Prior to the exam, here are some important notes to go through. First, observe each scene carefully. Analyze everything on site and pay close attention to seemingly insignificant details.
Okay.
Second, not all interactable objects are important, and not all that are non-interactable are unimportant. You have to decide which ones can help with the investigation. Third, when there aren't enough evidence present in the crime scene, you will need to trust your intuition, fill in the missing gaps, and make smart, calculated assumptions. Fourth, when all else fails, don't give up. Take a break. Comb through the crime scene again and revisit the clues previously gathered with fresh eyes. Now that we've gone through them, let's do a preliminary trial, shall we? This has no bearings on your overall grade. It's to see if you've come come to grasp with the fundamentals of the exam to come. Are you ready?
Sure.
Understood. Loading preliminary trial. Loading complete. Good luck.
Okay. The police have arrested a man they suspect to be about to rob a bank. They confiscated items found in the van the man was standing by. The police were able to get the man to give up the names of his accomplices, and it is suspected that this man and his accomplices might also be involved in the purse snatching of Helen Turner. However, all the police have are the items from the getaway van, the criminal records of the 3 men that were going to rob the bank, that they suspect were going to rob the bank, and the incident report from Helen Turner. Using what is available, can you answer the questions in this case file? Okay. 2009. Okay. F is case file, WASD, shift sprint, all good. Flashlight, camera, reviewer, notepad, and clue list. Who was the getaway driver and who was involved in stealing Helen Turner's purse? Oh, okay, so I can have multiple people. Alright, alphanumeric input is off with. Alright. Oh, sorry. Okay, clue found. Situation. Map. I've got a map. Okay. Rightio. Okay. I'm in a void. Alright, what do we got? Now let's have a look at this file first. Okay. Helen Turner, recorded by Officer Helen Jones. What again? Suspect had light skin, dark hair, was around 5'5", so around her height. Okay. Rosenberg purse, rose gold, crossbody keys. Cash. About $40. That's more than $40. That's substantially more than $40. Okay. Packet of fags. No messages. Can of beer. Sorry. Hold on, wait a minute. A phone mint green case. I guess it's kind of... it's not really fair to call that mint green. Frank Carter. And forgeries. Chad Harris, Anthony Young. Alright. I went to Wake Up Call Cafe with my friend around 2 p.m. Nothing of note happened. News had winning numbers for the lottery paid. I'd won some money. Left the cafe. But maybe they cashed in the amount of money. Maybe they cashed in the ticket, and that's why there's more money. Okay. So we don't have much in the way of evidence. Here we go. Clover Bank, you say? Clover Bank credit card. Okay. Well, that's something. Right. Split. Okay. Oh, Victoria Wells. That is a Paynes Creek reference, I think. Haunted house. Counterfeiter escapes authorities. This is probably our counterfeiter. Alright, so here are our winning lottery numbers. How much cash? How much cash do they have? It's a lot of cash. Maybe she had 4 numbers. That'd be 600. And that's 600. And then 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, and then 5 ones. It's 40. So she had 6 lottery numbers. Who was the getaway driver? What? What? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. What are they asking me here? Police investigation file. Okay, that just means that's the one I'm looking at right now. Alright. Oh, there we go. Identity theft, armor, and retargeted banks. Petty theft stole from the elderly. Petty theft stole from civilians. Shoplifting stole from stores. Probably him. He is brown and he's 5'6". He's 5'7". Probably Frank Carter. My master plan. Man with a plan, helper, getaway driver. Man, they really don't give you a lot, do they? So I guess... What's the question again? That doesn't help. Frank Carter? No. Who's the getaway driver? Who would be the getaway driver? I am baffled. How am I supposed to figure this out? I feel like I don't have enough information. Right, he did do he's done petty theft before, so probably him. He's also short enough. Man coming up from behind me. He was a bit taller than me. Dark hair and light skin. Okay. How can I have black hair? I don't know. Anthony Young? I'm just guessing here, right? It's like, how... Am I wrong? Okay. Alright.
Understood. Loading preliminary trial.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to be able to solve
Loading
this.
complete. Good luck.
How am I supposed to be able to solve this? Okay, let's have a look here. Let's say Chad Harris was the getaway driver. Oop. So what happened here? Headed towards car convenience and I got knocked over and turned him left around the corner. Heading towards car convenience, turn left around the corner. I don't feel like that gives us any information. How am I supposed to figure this out? I don't have any information. I mean, I've got information, but I don't. Okay. Luckily, someone's done a hint system on the thingy, so okay. Last plane, only the start. Apparently, only the start time really matters here. Alright, so let's have a look at the start time. 3:15. Alright, so when did this happen? 3:10. Okay. In which case, it's not going to be the mastermind who did the bag snatch. And it can't be the getaway driver. Is it any of them? Is it Lorenzo? No. Alright, what do we got? Ah! That's what I was missing. Here we go. Alright. We have more clues. Okay, this is what I was missing. Are you sure we can trust the guy? He seems all over the place. I know you hate unpredictability, but we've already seen what he can do. I'm sure we'll be fine. Lorenzo vouched. He's just a temp anyway. Okay. $600 cash. Okay. You're too loyal to that guy. Isn't he younger than you? We go a long way back. Besides, there's rumors he was always stealing big time at just 8 years old in that year. 10-5 09. Oh, 5th of October. Okay. Okay, so Okay. So I need to figure out based on. Alright. Okay, this is the information I needed. So this allows us to separate. We have the owner of the phone. And then we have the guy who did the bag snatch. And we have another guy. And the guy who did the bag snatch is a new guy. Sure we can trust this guy? He seems all over the place. Okay. So 13:30. Since forges. The processing problem of fake cash. There are security measures. Maybe that's not it. No. What else would it be? No, it's this. Someone's overheard her. Someone's overheard her saying that we can get the money. And we've got the money. Also, this 5 looks really suspicious. I'm pretty sure actual 5s don't look like that. I don't know what American money looks like, but that makes me think that, I don't know, is that the forgery? Would it be the forger? If it's the forger... Okay, who's the younger one? Okay, let's have a look here at... Okay. He's 28. Isn't he younger than you? You're too loyal, guy. We go a long way back. There's rumors he was already stealing big time at just 8 years old. So what if the master of the operation is Chad? So that'd be Anthony and Frank. So I was right, but the other way around. Let's try that. What was their names? Frank Carter, Anthony Young. Alright. Huh? Huh? How do I do this? What? Oh. I have forgotten my own face. There we go. So that's not right. But what if it's Frank Carter and Anthony Young? Interesting. No, because they work together. They work together.
Understood. You will be presented with a selection window during the exam. To pass the exam, you are required to solve all case files.
It's because they work together. It was both of
A grade
them.
will be given for each attempted case file. You are free to retry them as many times as you want to improve your grades. It's important to note that the latest grade will always override the previous one, even if it's lower. Let's proceed. Which case file would you like to tackle?
I want to try this one again.
Loading preliminary trial.
It's because they work together.
Loading complete. Good luck.
No, I can do this. I can do this. And Frank Carter. Come on, give this to me. Give this to me. Yes! Oh, good. Okay, ready to continue. All right.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
All right. So I have an easy case called Missing, a somewhat tricky case called The Fourth Floor. I have a trickier case called Bloodbath, and then I have, I think I'll do the easy case, Missing. Scenario 1.
Loading scenario.
Okie dokie.
Loading complete. Good luck.
The day started busy as usual for a financially struggling family trying to make ends meet. Before leaving for her early work shift, the mother kissed the sleeping kids goodbye. Unbeknownst to her, that day had turned into one that changed the family forever. Search through the scene and uncover what had happened. Okay. Well, first things first, we should probably find out what we need to find out. Where was everyone on 2 p.m. the 6th of November with the insurance company? Who picked it? Okay. Where was everyone? So our question is just where was everyone? Would the insurance cover the hospital bill? Alright. Right. Hazel. Nicholas. America's standard of shoe values. Okay. No coats on the rack. We have Alexander Elementary School. If they're in September, there may be an open house on, but we don't know that it's taking place then. Dinosaurs. Can't open drawers. More dinosaurs. Kid likes dinosaurs. A wallet. Okay, we have Thomas Morris Harrington. Class A. He may have got some prints and a cash out for 37 cents. Whoa. Fuel card for September. And a bank card. Transaction record. Dude took out. Wait a minute. Ends in 1223. Yep, that's that card. Cool. So he took out $300. Hi, honey. I wanted to remind you to pick the kids up tomorrow because I won't be able to. Miss you. Safe driving.
Hey, honey. I just wanted to remind you to pick up the kids tomorrow because I won't be able to. Anyways, miss you. Safe driving.
Okay.
Honey, it's difficult for you. I know, but I am getting tired of this. I need you to tell me what's happening to you. We need to talk. Call me tonight.
Okay. What was the question? Sixth of September. The 6th of September. We don't have any information with regards to that. County Fair corn sticks. Hot dog on a stick, wrapped in batter made with pork, beef, and turkey. Sure does sound like a hot dog sausage. Haven's Oats country potato. What? But that looks... What? Because that looks like a loaf of bread, but it says country potato. Potato bread? Alright. If Nicholas is too fuzzy, give us some crackers for the cabinet. For emergencies, call me at Star Diner or Wilson's. It's probably at work. Okay. This is all probably stuff that we need for following scenarios. 6th of September, 2 p.m. Kids are probably at school. Kids drawn on the wall. Lovely, lovely. What is that? Is it a CD player? Looks like, yeah, that looks like a CD player. Mix Tech? Max Tech? Oh, hello. Lack of supervision regarding us in one of our schools. CPS advisor has already met with both students. Wait, at the bus locations. Bus pickup time 7:40. What is this? I don't understand what that's about. Wait, is that a Sudoku board game? That is 100% a Sudoku board game. That is... There were not Sudokus in 1998. That was not a puzzle. Like, Sudoku was... I mean, maybe it was around. June, I'm sorry, I don't think I can pay on Friday the 11th. Woof. Catherine. Wait, who's Gina? Talk to the Wilsons. They're happy to have you. Expected on the job, making dinner as well. Okay. Apparently I have more stuff in the living room to look at. Thomas's room? Oh, here we go. 18:30, 6-day trip. 8:30. $16 hours up, 16 hours back. So I'm assuming to be Seattle. Okay, so he's in credit card debt. Insurance. Catherine Patton, Hazel Woods, Nicholas Woods. Okay, so Thomas and Catherine are the mum and dad. Hazel and Nicholas are the kids. Wait, Woods. Are they adopted? malicious incidents. Dominion of Canada should be insured. We don't know what the bills are, but that's probably pretty important. 9-5 scrambled eggs. The Atlas and World Building of Hythril. That is the Atlas of Middle Earth, by the way. That looks exactly like the Atlas of Middle Earth. So that's what that is. Shoot-a-gone carbine. Okay. Monday to Saturday. Okay. Official mail. September 6th, 2 or 5 p.m. Here we go. Garner's Ferry. A 911 call. I was soon out with Jeffrey Massey, who said he was shopping on the way when a boy, Nicholas Woods, ran up to him. The boy asked Jeffrey to help his sister. That was when Jeffrey saw Hazel Woods unconscious of the ground at the parking lot, an employee at Terry's Toy Box. So, Nicholas and Hazel were at Terry's Toy Box. Okay. Oh my god, I've got to do the full thing? So now I've got to find the address. So they're engaged. So who are the kids? Maybe adopted? No, it's an ex-husband. So they're Catherine's kids. She's separated from Woods, and now, yeah, okay. September food budget. Thomas's food, groceries, kids' food when Thomas isn't home. My food, okay. Golden signs of the zodiac. Catherine Patton, Josh Woods, cool. Who's Rick Wilson? Parents on trial. Yeah, they're separated. For every instance you record, include the time and day and brief description of the situation, including what the time is today. That's why we are doing this. Okay. All right. Aha. Down the job. Yeah, relatable. Christmas. so they met back in 96. Okay. That doesn't really help us. Gives a little bit of information. But doesn't help us solve the problem. Aha. Why do you need to pay Gina? Why do you need to pay Gina? Okay. Oh, this is important. So she's saving up her food money. Hey, Necro. I was crying. Wait, what happened on the 6th? She's conveniently not commented on what happened on the 6th. Or was it the 2nd? I think it was the 2nd. What's the date I'm tracking for now? Yeah, the 6th. Why didn't she write anything about the thing? Gina let us go to a toy shop. Who's Gina? What happened? $27.99. Yep. Wait, the wall hooks are the clue? Okay. Oh wait, is that because we can find a bag somewhere? That might be so we can find a bag somewhere. Okay, medical bill, X-ray scan, overnight stay. Wait. Did Hazel collapse because she has been saving her money, not paying for food, and like she's not been like her mum's been working for some reason, we don't know what. Her new stepfather hasn't been there for her for some reason. So Catherine's been giving Hazel food. Hazel's been using that money to save up for a doll, and therefore she's been starving herself. That seems reasonable. That seems likely. Which would then make me think that the answer is no. Who picked up the kids on September 18th? September 18th? This is, like, they are not kidding when they say this game is difficult. Pick up the kids tomorrow. So it's Thomas. Presumably Thomas. We don't know that it was Thomas. We can tentatively say that Thomas did it. Harrington. Alright. We've got stuff in the living room. Oh. That is a good Nintendo 64. I mean, game console model. What is this? The Godmother, Peace Club, and one of those classic cassette tape boxes. I think I might still have one of those cassette tape boxes. What am I looking for? Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Still a planet. Okay. What else is there to find in the living room? Says we've got 4 things to find. Okay. Lack of supervision regarding a couple students in one of our... With most students, we want to take appropriate measures. Okay. That's probably referring to Hazel and Nicholas. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, Thomas is the one who is out. Jean is the babysitter. Okay. And she was at work at the Wilsons. Okay. So, Thomas was... Oh, here we go. Delivering. Unload by that. 12 p.m. of September 2. Unload by... Probably wire Dolan. Yeah. 2076 Honeysuckle Lane, Seattle, Washington, for Thomas. Seattle, Washington. Catherine's at the Wilsons. So where are the Wilsons? We have a phone number. We do not know where that is. Who are the Wilsons? Do we have this date book? Okay, Wilsons. Thomas takes care of kids until Gina comes over. So Gina is the babysitter and they couldn't afford to pay her. She was at the Wilsons. Where are the Wilsons? I think it's better if you break things off with Thomas. Probably for the finances. Oh, Wilson. There it is. That's the money is payment. So it's 4572 Charter Street, Santa Clarita, California. Cool. Catherine was working. Charter Street, Santa Clarita, CA. And then we need to go Hazel and Nicholas. So we need to find out where this toy shop is. Just want to confirm. Had to have been Thomas who picked them up on the 18th. Okay. This is difficult. I'm using the old noggin here, friendies. Call lock, here we go.
That's it. Now I will be taking things into my own hands.
That is probably Gina.
Hi, Mrs. Patton. This is Mrs. Bird, Nicholas's teacher. Nicholas wasn't able to take part in today's activities today. Make sure he brings his backpack next time.
That's concerning. Okay, well, we don't have any information there. So this 9753 has been that's Gina. So Gina's done something. What do I need? Where am I missing things? So I'm just trying to have a look here. Police report. Do. Okay, so that's. Oh no! He went to Vegas. And he tried to gamble so they could get money, and all he came back with was... Wait, no. If he's cashing out 37 cents, that means he's lost $500, because all he's got is 37 cents. Oh, he's done himself up. He's... Woof. No. Okay, so we got the checks. Receipt. Just trying to make sure I've got the right. No. Okay, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Apparently that information is back here. Oh, here we go. I'm an idiot. Sorry, where is it? Los Angeles, okay. Los Angeles. They're both here. It was Gina. Gina picked up the kids. Gina did it. But who's Gina? Do we have a name for Gina? I'm 100% that Gina picked up the kids. Oh no. No. Sorry, I just... Oh dear, this is horrible. Mrs. Olsen keeps calling. Yeah. No, it wasn't Gina. It was not Gina at all. They got picked up by CPS. What? Okay, what did I get wrong here?
Which case file would you like to tackle? Loading scenario.
Okay, so I got those two right. Who did I get wrong?
Complete. Good luck.
Kids are right. Probably Thomas. Okay. That's right, and that's right. Those are 100% correct. So the question is, where are the parents? Oh, no, of course not. I'm wrong. Because I said that's the 2nd. Yeah, that's September 2nd. No, that's why I'm wrong. Hold on. Yeah, he's at the casino. I was right at it. I was on it. He was at the casino, which is 4830 Sunrise Road. Aha! That's right. This is right. Boom. Got it.
Which case file would you like to tackle?
You know, this game's great, but I think it's asking a bit too much of me right now. Which is cool. I appreciate the challenge. But, woof. Oh, God. That was really a whole thing for me. Oh, wait a minute. What if I do that one? Are you going to open? No. Okay, so for some reason you've decided to be a bit silly, so you don't want to open for us. Why don't you want to open for us? Very curious. Weird. So Guess the question is, what do we do now? Because I do not have the brain to deal with any more of that stuff right now. Do you have any other like mystery type games that I can do? No, I don't really feel like trying to make that game work. I'm tempted. Yeah, sure. Let's do this instead. I was thinking of playing this the other night, but I didn't. So bear with me here. Yeah. You ever seen this? This game has a wonderful mood.
Sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done. They had set up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it. Were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
The rest. Attention, route barrée. Break the lock.
Hamilton never mentioned a road-blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
Carte routière des environs de lac Atemepec. Legend. Afghanistan. Il fera bon vivre. It will be good. Come to Manistan. It'll be good. Okay. Le Nord, si je vous... Hold on. Le nord du Québec et ses ressources inépuisibles. Pourquoi s'y préfère de l'extraire? Non, beaux minéraux pourront se retrouver partout dans le monde, aussi loin qu'à Dallas, USA. I don't know how to say USA. Participer au développement de la vraie puissance du Québec. Investez au cœur de la nature sauvage. Nos loups et nos caribous. Is it nos or no? It'd be nos. Ours et nos perdrix. Nos renards. The foxes. Et nos harfangs n'ont rien à envers aux animaux d'Afrique. Nous sommes Afrique d'Amérique. Venez dans le nord, vivez la vraie jungle blanche. Yeah, experience genuine white jungle. We are the Africa of America. I understood quite a lot of that.
Hamilton no doubt knew who managed the barrier. Carl wanted to give him a call, but that would have been too easy, though, as sure enough, the line was acting up.
I do love my Chevrolets. Actually, let's not force achievements. We can come back to achievements. Let's explore. Okay. As you do.
Emperor Duplessis, in spite of his conservative agenda, did a good job in colonizing the rural north, which helped to re-establish the region as an integral part of the province of Quebec. The blue fleur-de-lis could be seen fluttering in the wind here and there, taunting the red Canadian flags on the other side of the province's boundaries.
Ooh. Eyelids. Alright.
Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
But of course, we are Canadian.
To clear his conscience, a $10 bill. Carl was an honest man.
Oh. Sorry, I always bridge on that side because that's how we drive in Australia.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the
Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. Alright. And I'm back.
straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
I'm speeding.
In these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
I'm pretty sure you go there in the second one. Whoop. So I saw, I watched Witchy play for the first hour or so of Kona 2. I like this film grain. Whoop. Okay, please remember what it looked like. Everybody, you remember what it looked like? You remember what the scene looked like? The climates, the environs. You all good?
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Oh, this is a bit different, isn't it? Boom. Kona. Alright. I believe to come down. So we'll need some wood.
It was so cold. Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore. Even better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new adventures.
Okay. Oh, that was a road chain that we just pulled up, by the way. Okay. Okay. So yeah, as the game goes on, you sort of have to find places to warm up, to keep cold, to keep warm, keep your sanity up. Let's get that wood. I don't need that one lit. That crunchy snow sound. Ugh. I've actually been saving this game for later, later in the year, because it's so friggin' cold. And now it's October, and it's still cold. Well, let's have a look at this car over here.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters WH. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Apparently this is an Isabel photo.
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was.
You gave
But
me
Carl
to...
didn't care much about flowery language.
I would defend purity against the winds, the tide, against ice and blizzard. Well, bully for you, my dude. What do we got? A first aid kit, which we like, and one luggage which is empty and one luggage which is closed. How do I... Is it I? Right, I've healed myself. I've got warmth. I've got sanity. I got chains on my tires. We're good. Just check my map. I am there at Manistan Sud. And I need to get up, I guess, into town.
Carl's military training had made him a very punctual man. Being late to his meeting with Hamilton was out of the question.
The Manistan region.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes,
I wouldn't mind living in the
the
country.
Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry.
Wouldn't need a lot, just a small house yard, a little cottage. Don't need a lot of land, just, you know, decent. Just give me decent
The
internet.
truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Oop. Loading screen. Oh, we got another car. The general store.
The monks wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
So we've got to turn the pumps on then. Lally. Milk.
The milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottle.
When I was a
Fresh
kid, we had a
milk
milkman.
indicated a recent visit. The milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles. The fresh milk indicated a recent visit. Something fell to the bottom of the box.
Ah!
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Alright. I should probably close the door then.
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him? An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
What happened? Ah.
The transformer had gone up in flames, snapping that wire in the process. Carl figured he would have to wait for an electrician to ride a unicorn through the wilderness to come and repair it.
It's okay, they've probably got a generator out back.
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
What is this? Weird tracks. Weird tracks that are not actually here in real life.
Prince? Carl found a surprise at every turn. Was the camera faulty, or was it a possible lead?
Probably the latter. Okay, so I need a key then. I'm gonna do that. I'll just start a fire here. Alright, so I need a key. Need to get some tools in order to fix the thing. Do we have a flashlight? We do. The secretary wouldn't be luxury in here. Punch price 2 numbers minimum. Press sale. Turn crank 2 times. Punch the machine if it doesn't work. All right. Let's do that. Tobacco maybe. Or ooh. And matches. Lovely.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
So, I guess if I look at my map, I now have Betard, Roy, Cabine, Lamotte, Blouin, Old Rosaire, Blay, and Hamilton. They're in Madison Nord. He's a long way away. Probably the second half of the game. A key! Oh, hold on. How can I put my map down? Good. Open cash register. 1, 4. Sale. Excellent. What do we get? Another key! I don't know. Oh, the post key! Open the post box. A gun?
The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough.
But
That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
here's my problem with that. Who took the box? I think that the person who ran us over, because remember the box that said WH, so for Hamilton, was in the what is it called? Was in the car that ran us over. So I think what happened is that someone stole the box, and then we ran them off the road. They ran away, leaving the box. So that person who ran us over is almost definitely the person who killed Hamilton, or took the box off of Hamilton once they once they found the body. But I think it's more likely that since the gun was in the thing, pretty likely that it's actually the person who. This crunchy snow, it feels so thick. What are we doing here? We're looking for tools. Nope. Okay, that'll be useful for crafting, I guess. There we go. We got some pliers. We got some duct tape. Should be able to fix that wire and get some power back on. I have played this game before, by the way. I just haven't played it on Steam. I have it on Good Old Games. And then I need to turn it on. To switch the power. Generator. I guess first things first, we should fill up the tank.
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily.
Oh,
In all
I've got to turn the
likelihood, they
pumps
had
on.
to be switched on from inside the store.
Once I've got some petrol, then I can deal with the rest of it.
With this list, all that was left to do was to sort out the bandits and the honest citizens. He had to search the village.
Well, first things first, I want to search the crime scene. What's this?
What could be inside that envelope? Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Alright. So then that makes... Okay. An envelope... Yeah. Sorry, I'll take this. My client is dead, everything's going wrong. An envelope torn open, addressed to the Secret Service, if I remember correctly. Whole thing is more intricate than it seems. Is getting rid of the murder weapon by putting it in a mailbox really the best way? Most likely won't be any prints on it. I would have paid to see the postman's face when he found the whole thing. Another envelope addressed to Vore from the Secret Service. There's a key inside. The killer must not have known it was there, or they would have taken it. I'm one step ahead of them. Investigative hypothesis. I can easily train the chain of events. Hamilton wants to send a very confidential denunciation letter to the Secret Service in Ottawa. He's planning on sending the letter inside of a locked box and to send the key separately. It's cumbersome, but he's doing what he can. But something throws him off when he's in a hurry. He locks everything and mails the key, but the box somehow ends up in his killer's hands. That makes sense. There was some very weird ice earlier. I don't know the chemical process in which pictures reveal invisible prints. I have to say it looks entirely supernatural. son of a wealthy Chicago banker, Hamilton made his own gold rush in the north of Quebec, where he established a copper mine and helped his family's small fortune thrive. You can't make a fortune without breaking a few lives. That's the saying Hamilton lives by. The expansion of his copper mine certainly did not help him make friends. Hamilton is accusing the Cree people of attacking his estate, especially his luxurious hunting lodge somewhere to the north of Chibougamau. Another way to make friends. The Cree do certainly not hold him dear. His mind's probably upset the Great Spirit. This vandalism is definitely for me. It needs the eye of a professional. I'm meeting him at the the head of investigating some window smashes. I end up with a dead body on my hands. Hamilton was murdered. I need to shed some light on what an accident. I haven't been this shaken up since Korea. Who's driving the other car? Whoever it was, they don't have the snowballs. Chance in hell if they intended to continue on foot. Besides, why they leave so suddenly. Nice little bit of poetry on the back of a beautiful face. The reckless drive was also melancholic. Lockbox. Would it be wrong to look inside? Surely I would find some clues to who that reckless driver was. In the box I found a state affair, no less. Hamilton wanted to expose some shady activity by enemies of democracy. I still need to figure out why the hell this message ended up in the doctor's hands. The reckless driver was definitely a fugitive running from the scene of their crime, covered in Hamilton's blood. What a mess. This place is a mess. Mysterious unbranded cans. No thanks, I prefer my beer cold. First aid kit. I think it's probably skipped a groove. Sherry wine. I could rob this place. What is this? You know what, Hamilton? I have
that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
In the meantime, I have to close down the shop. Sorry. Too many of those in Korea. Beef jerky? Yeah. It can get a bit much.
Amateur hunters showing some pride in having killed a nice pelted beast. With men like this roaming the area, wolves would become extinct within 10 years, Carl thought. A nice picture of the Magasin Lachance store, seemingly taken the day it was first opened. It feels frozen in time, from an era long forgotten. Jumping from that height was akin to tempting death. Perhaps that man on the snowmobile had seen enough of this world already.
Post office? Oh, someone was ransacking the thing. The person who was here was ransacking the thingies. Quebec's Klondike. I don't know if there was a mining boom in Quebec in the 70s. I'm assuming so.
The note explained that the garage and the store couldn't be supplied with electricity at the same time.
I like that my shoe prints have persistence. It's so cold. Okay, well, it's on. So, ooh, crowbar. Or a pry bar? Pince bar?
At
Jimmy?
long last, the crowbar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
No doubt. It's the exact same song. I think that's everything we need in here. Oh wait, there's the light. Cleanest spot in the area. Save power. Let's have a look at this ice. Seems pretty suspicious. Will it?
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The Seeker had saw it.
Okay, so that
Carl
means
was used to strange phenomena. But a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
so when he says, "Oh, Carl knew the area like the back of his hand," means I
Carl
found
knew
everything.
straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Yeah, let's do that. If I check my map, the Résidence Lachance. I believe it's the. Ah. I would like to have a look at this. This car, though. This intrigues me.
That had to be the worst parking job ever. Who was Carl to judge, though? It may be customary to park like that around these parts. Or not.
Seriously? There's just nothing here?
The punishing cold rendered the door frozen tight. Carl saw no way to open it.
I'll take a photo.
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally, had seen its share of husbands caught red-handed cheating. There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
I forget all the things you need to take photos of, so I'll just take lots of photos. I believe the Lachance Résidence is up here on the left. This blizzard came in pretty damn quickly. Yeah, la chance. Oh, a letter. Letter for Gilles. Regarding the collapse of the natural cave, in the absence of cannot be considered personal belonging. Furthermore, your claims regarding the landslides caused by the work is outlandish. This is where Crying Wolf leads you, Priya Virgil. That's pretty rude, isn't it? Oop. Loading. Excuse me. Interesting. Journal entry. I will read that once I'm in the warm. Get some logs.
The air was freezing, right down to the bone. Was that the Lord Almighty's doing? A huge block of unnatural, glowy ice had swallowed that poor woman's body. What sort of supernatural force could have conjured this?
All right. Okay, hand.
Something was hidden under the stairs.
Okay.
The man grabbed his rifle. Carl felt a sense of dread in him.
Carl is tripping balls from hypothermia right now. Bertrand Lachance, 1948. Feet.
Perhaps their spousal relationship had been cooling down lately.
So he's talking with her. And he goes into the bathroom. Well, she goes into the bathroom.
It
She
seemed
goes-
like secrecy was commonplace in this house.
Apparently burying a journal?
Carl felt the cold slowly dissipate and was brought back to reality.
Mother once told
Giselle was now only ice, and all that was left of her voice was a diary.
Mother told
She
me.
confided in this diary, amongst other things, the tragic story of a young woman, a victim. Was this what she was hiding?
Blackmailing scheme. He thinks he can blackmail Hamilton. Okay. Hamilton would have to figure out the combination is safe. His father's first initial followed by 3 numbers I had to engrave behind his pendant, so I need to find the pendant. She also has trouble sleeping. Flail his arms. I'm shaking as I'm writing this. I cannot believe I've taken part in this tragedy. I haven't done anything. Why do I feel so guilty? Poor girl, she was so young. What's that about? Can I mean, I know that the window's bright open, but at the very least we can have some degree of fire. Cool. Nope. Nothing. 1 steak.
The pot was cold, and the stew inside wasn't cooked. It's likely that poor Giselle was slow cooking it before she got snapped. What a waste. That window had seemingly been left open for a while, Carl thought. Given the punishing weather, it couldn't have been intentional.
Poor woman. I've yet to find a clock that works. Found my best Honda chance.
The general store, along with several more infrastructures in the area, had been acquired by wealthy industrialist William J. Hamilton. Perhaps the village should be rechristened Hamiltown. Many boxes scattered about. Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. Carl had seen that kind of safe before. With its double-layered security system blending letters and numbers, its code couldn't be broken by the common burglar.
It was worth trying.
What a mess. Clearly, there was some major revamping work underway here. The place looked barely habitable.
Looks like they didn't like the look of this place.
A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
I mean, yeah, they just moved in. What's this? Ah, heating. I like the
Many boxes scattered about.
boxes.
Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in. A nice white coating would restore the room to its charm of olden days.
Okay, got some facts. Cool.
Beautiful portrait of Gilles and Giselle, bound together by the chains of conventional love.
Box full of Harlequin novels. Oh, actually, what's this?
Many boxes scattered about.
Many boxes.
Carl didn't need to summon his detective training to quickly figure that the Lachauses had just moved in.
Okay, so we need to find Gilles' pendant then. There being so many loading screens. Maybe it's just this version of the game. Aha!
A shiver ran down Carl's spine as he glanced over another body trapped in ice. Indeed, the scene was quite chilling. Carl felt familiar shivers going down his spine, and he was back to the realm of visions.
Oh no! Beast
To all
enjoys-
appearances, this was a hunting log. Better yet, a war diary.
Stuff invades settlements bordering the lake, terrorizes the white people they never see it coming, but they feel its presence. A cold dread grabbing at your innards. The beast excites the wolf. Makes them more aggressive. One attack me, I have to cut its throat. The beast is getting closer to the village as it moves at night, bringing heavy snow and shivers. I do not know the white man frozen in ice, but I do know this: it is the work of the beast. past and present were one, and I was a spider with my 8 eyes. See backwards and forwards. Sounds like a whole lot of magic. Want them magic beasts.
What could these engraved numbers mean?
739. Well, we know what.
A fresh path suddenly appeared before Carl.
That's gonna be the case. And unsurprisingly, it leads us back to the card. But we already know we can't open it. But now we can!
The vision slowly faded away, like an icicle melting in the palm of your hand. Carl,
Gilles!
in the real world, now knew who the icebound man was. Gilles Lachance, the general store's manager himself.
Let's get back up to the cars. Sorry, my dude. Well, that means that if nothing else, we know that it wasn't Gilles in the car that ran us over, or we nearly had a head-on collision with. Because he was driving that blue pickup. So and you would think that, like, oh yeah, well, you know, Gilles and Hamilton had beef. So, logically, that would lead to that, but nope. Come on. Okay. What was it? B739? Journal. William Hamilton is a crook. He's been blackmailing everyone in the village, including the infamous, like the infamous Selphine Poudre. It's proof of every bribe to the federal authorities. Hamilton is not only a crook but a murderer. I do not believe in his remorse. I do not believe it made him interesting, so he's a murderer as well, apparently.
Carl, ever diligent in his work, always carried his log on him, in which he scribbled down thoughts and leads alike during the course of his investigations. It says change page, but I don't seem to be able to change page. I think that's everything for us here. Unless... No, I'll come back. Let's go across the road.
house up the road. Let's check the old aha. I'm writing this because I feel guilty. Martin and I took a stroll from our house so the shop was open. He took a few shiny things, including some bullets. My dad always told me never to play with those things, so I immediately put them back. Martin hid the other things, I confess. So honest. Are the lights on? Looks like the lights on. The Roy's house. We fled, it was getting too dangerous. More people live in North Manistan, it'll be safer there, Jean Roy.
It was a classic Canadian house, except for the absent horde of kids that would normally be swarming about.
Some firelighters. Firelighters, firelighters. These look like matches. We don't need matches, we need fire starters.
The photograph was snapped not too far from here, Carl noticed. The couple seemed to be very good friends. The couple radiated something akin to lightheartedness, to freedom. Perhaps some people out there truly found a way to live happily ever after.
Painkillers, very nice. Actually, I've got that water bottle in the car. Oh, I do have a fire starter. Oh, there's a note. Mathieu had yet to add murder to his curriculum. He was fond of new experiences, especially the most thrilling ones, taking the life of a flesh and bone individual who the night before was still able to think, dream, fantasize, calculate, read, held the promise of exhilarating situations. Unlike Raskolnikov, it wasn't about axing an old Jewish hag to pieces just to test some lunatic theory. Not at all. Mathieu only wanted to know how it felt. It seemed so simple. Horribly simple. He didn't have any particular victim in mind. Like most people, his desires ran wildly, so he only had a vague idea of them in mind. He pondered using a rifle or a knife, assassinating a young girl or an old man. He tried to focus on practicability. His victim would have to be defenseless. Bodybuilding wasn't exactly Mathieu's strong suit. He would have to act spontaneously, but not too much. He wasn't that eager to learn what spending the rest of his life in prison would be like. Some experiences just carry too high a cost to be worth it, really. What a marvelous bit of prose. Just beautiful. No notes.
Simone de Beauvoir, Claude Lévi-Strauss, Hannah Arendt, Roland Barthes. Carl was surprised by the literature filling this liberal-leaning bookcase. Could there really be intellectuals dwelling in this far-off land?
It was around that time that Mathieu met Beatrice. Of mediocre beauty, at best, the girl, with her distinctive features, her cheeks covered with large pox-like freckles, Jew nose, oily forehead, tired but vibrant eyes, shaded red hair, slender as a child body, chirpy laugh, you name it, was the very image of innocence. That happened to be precisely the kind of victim Mathieu was picturing in his mind, though one night, as he was contemplating the ceiling from his bed, he swore to himself again and again, "I'll kill her." His dreams were later filled with images of imminent crime. He'd come up with a simple enough plan. One fine evening, he would visit her place, to become familiar with the area's intricacies and feel closer to the impending murder, to slowly dig into Beatrice's thoughts, desires, dreams, and abilities. That way, he would be able to get a concrete sense of what sinister deed would be stripping away from the very fabric of life. The whole thing would take 2 days, a week at most. Just the best prose. And another packet of facts. Monopoly, you win if you pass go. Monopoly is a bad board game and you should not play it. That's novel page 4. Bulat. I love that the sofa matches the wallpaper. The first time he met Beatrice, however, she unexpectedly revealed her troubled origins to Matthew. She was adopted at the age of 4, recalling her former life gave her a hard time. She played the piano in so graceful a manner that people often thought she might be the natural offspring of a musical virtuoso. She always cried before falling asleep, torn from the inside by a dreadful pain she couldn't explain. She confided to him so profoundly that Mathieu couldn't get enough, coming back every night to learn every single thing of what would come out of that delicate mouth after pulling one last breath out of it. Every night he reflected on what the death of Beatrice would mean in terms of losses to humanity's common heritage, be it the sound of her sobbing or of her piano melodies. The compulsive tapping of her long index finger on her temple when she harbored dark thoughts, or any other little thing. It didn't matter. Everything would indiscriminately vanish. Everything. All these thoughts made for some blissful slumbers indeed. Then days became weeks, and before he knew it, it was Matthew's turn to throw his secrets at her, his hopes, his cries of despair, as if throwing coins in a wishing well. She'll be dead by the end of the month, he promised himself.
A murderer's diary. Carl's detective training compelled him to write some excerpts down. What sort of monster could give life to such a bizarre tale?
The two lovebirds were still going at it 7 months later, though confiding fears and desires alike near the fireplace several days a week. The populace took notice, and wounding words eventually found their way to Matthew's ear, prompting him to take action to prove his gentlemanship. He had to ask Beatrice's hand in marriage. He would have more than enough time to kill her later. Today, when Matthew stares at the motionless ceiling, just like he did 20 years ago, he still wonders what he would be removing from existence by slitting Beatrice's throat, what he would be depriving his children of then, as if soothed by his fantasy, he gently drifts off, smiling the night away. I think this dude's got some problems. What a fantastic cover. Or it's just a story. Such a small cottage. So did they say there was a shed? Is there a shed around here? Didn't see a shed. God, I forgot how just cringe that story was. Come on. Ah, yeah. A treasure map. Oh, like up there. My sweet Marie, may the treasure hunt begin. I've hidden wonderful little things for you to find all over the village. Follow my clues. By holding in your hands the first map, the hunt begins at my place. You are so clever, I'm certain you'll find everything marked in. Someone had to hide their habits.
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings. Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them.
I need wood and
The
I need
house
fire
smelled
starter.
like incense, the kind that reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Timber. Firewood. Oh no, the garden.
Carl smiled at the sight of the nicely protected garden. Hopefully, the Bedards had managed to dig every last potato out before the sudden snowfall.
Ah, down the wood. They've got to have fire starters in there, surely. Come on. Enough food for rough times. Oh, do we have lights? We do have lights. 100%. Bravo! Okay. Those are matches. We don't need matches.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone.
Anything there? No. Ah.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
This is the most fiendish thing. Écran magique. How did they draw the sun?
The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
Yup. Cloth nappies.
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying. Love of religion and ancestors was rooted deep inside the hearts of Canadians of old, to which the Bedards appeared to be closely related.
Journal entry. The Bedard family home was completely empty. The Roys are no exception, like this note left behind suggests. Light switch. Oh wait, hold on, there is no lights. No overhead lamps. That's very strange.
Jean-Luc Bedard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
Key fell in a burrow next to the shed. Mom's getting fat. She's pregnant. Canadian Exposition. The dog says, woof. Bingo. Evidence. I'm assuming Evidence is like a Cluedo game. So yeah, there's no overhead lamps. There's only like these kind of lamps, which is weird.
The Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
The evil growing inside me. Who raped her? Is it Hamilton? I'm assuming it's Hamilton. I'm assuming it's rape. It may not be rape. They got lucky, no rushed escape for them, only an easy vacation with family in Lake Saint Jean. Okay. Jules Lachance went to the doctors. Hi, Grum. Jules Lachance went to the doctors. Now I need to. How's life in Canada? It's bloody cold! Look. Look at it. Bloody cold. That's one of the few things I remember. It is so cold. This game is so cold. I'd been saving it for the summer, but I really wanted to play some like old FMV games, but I couldn't get them to work. And so I was playing Scene Investigators earlier, and it hurt my brain. That game is not an easy game. It's good, but I was like, I would like to play a mystery that is a little easier on my brain, and I had Kona installed. Hence, Kona. Where was that channel? Gilles Lachance went to the doctors. I now need to know if the doctor saw Gilles. Okay, so I know now how to lead the perfect investigation. Okay, so I've got to go to the doctors. Blackmailing Hamilton would be beyond Gilles' capacity. Could he have been more than he could chew by jumping from blackmail to murder? More likely, could Giselle have convinced her husband to do it? After all, the docile partner seemed to obey this strong-minded woman. That's everything I can do here for now. I'll just get in my Chevrolet. I don't actually... Do we know where the doctor's is? Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's the one with the cross on it. But I will be methodical. Or do I just want to go there now? Let's go there now. We could just go from house to house like I normally do when I play this game, but... It's getting a bit low. That's me yawning. I would seriously consider putting the gloves on. Yeah, but the thing is, he probably doesn't have any gloves because when he came in, it was sort of like a nice autumn-y. This is what? It's October? Well, I think it's like October or something. Inside a house. Oh yeah, I guess he could have stolen. Yeah, I guess he could still. It's okay. We can get winter gear later. Like proper winter gear. I mean, he's got a coat. I don't know. I actually don't know. Actually, how high is Northern Quebec? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds here. I'll just look it up on the old internet looky-uppy machine. Quebec. Latitude. Give me 2 seconds there. I'm just queuing it up on the thingy. Alright, so that's not Quebec. Where is it? Is that Quebec? Oh crap. Quebec is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Crikey. I didn't realize how big Quebec was. Yeah, that's probably getting up to the 50s, possibly even higher in the 50s. I mean, it's still pretty forested, so I'm assuming it's like mid-North Quebec. Is... Sorry, I'm just looking in here. Okay, alright. So... This... game is set about 100 k's north of Chibougamau. I apologize for the pronunciation. And Chibougamau is 49 degrees 55 minutes north. So around about 50 degrees north. So, I mean, it's not that they don't have like warm there, but I can imagine it would get cold. 50 degrees as a concept confuses me because I'm in the southern hemisphere and there's no land at 50 degrees south. So trying to get my head around the climate or even just like the temperature or even like what the sun looks like at 50 degrees south I have no context for it.
There should be a law forbidding doctors from falling sick.
The doctor is sick. I'll be back soon. If he dies, I won't be returning. I'll have to replace him. Cool. Sweet.
In spite of Dr. Beaupre's goodwill, the place didn't look much like a physician's office. It could easily be mistaken for a sewing shop.
Up there in I know about like the land of the midnight sun, but just like the concept of like I was reading a thing about the Doctor Who Christmas special for 2006, I want to say, the one with Catherine Tate, the first time Catherine Tate, and the article was pointing out that's like, yeah, this scene in bright blue day in London at Christmas is supposed to be taking place at around about 3 in the afternoon, and they're like, yeah, that would not happen. And it just really put it into context. It's like, all right, because like, hold on, just for context. So yeah, the Snowies which is near where I live, is 36 degrees south. So 36 degrees north would equate to Northern Africa. And it looks like Hoover Dam. For context, that's how far south I am, roughly. Alright. Inspect. Isabelle Beaupré. Wait, Isabelle. Hold on. Isabelle. Isabelle. Hold on. Isabelle. You gave meaning to everything when you disappeared, so did purity. I would defend purity against the winds, the tides, against the ice and the blizzard. Isabelle. This is Isabelle's ashes. I think the doctor ran us over.
For the one-eyed, or for other vision problems, the eye patch was the way to go.
Do we not have any lamps in here? Is this lampless? Earth doesn't look this big from here.
Someone had lost a few liters of blood here. Carl's first thought had been a lumber accident, someone's hand cut by a saw, or a hunting accident. In any case, whoever had lost all this blood couldn't have gone far. Perhaps they were already dead.
It's a little concerning. I never did catch her name. The men called her Laura. She had a neck wound, but there was so much blood. The bullet had done a lot of damage, probably hitting the cerebellum. It was hopeless. She had a cardiac arrest. The men had found her like this, they said, but I doubt it. In a small town like this, it's best to turn a blind eye. I've been told to step back from sending out the death certificate. That's horrifying. Rosaire Armand. No medical explanation whatsoever can explain why old Rosaire is still alive. As we say in the trade, the only way to cure him is kill him. All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant. She refuses it. She denies it. I'm willing to bet that her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though, so she would have an illegitimate child and a syphilis on her hands. Jesus. Haughty.
There was no doubt that the doctor and Hamilton knew each other very well.
Haughty, can't be cured. Chronic foot pain, can't walk long distances. Rich, I'll cure him of that one day. Good man doctor, I guess.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But back then, it was pretty much always the case with medicine. The good doctor, flanked by his beautiful
That's the same photo.
Pure happiness, captured on cardstock. Carl recognized this woman's soulful eyes. Was it Dr. Beaupré who had hit him head-on at the village border?
Yes. Your boy's thinking. I feel like there should be like a lamp or something. Like, okay, there's no lamps here, but like there.
A chamber pot.
Joy!
Fortunately for Carl, inspecting it wouldn't further this particular investigation.
Ooh, a journal.
A communist manifesto. Only a few years ago, this type of allegiance meant prison time. And even at present, the Western world was very wary of the Soviet threat. Why would the doctor own such a book?
Also, there were actual
Nobody kills
terrorist
a rich patient to
attacks
start
in
a
Quebec in the
revolution.
70s.
It didn't make any sense.
Like there
He had to dig deeper still to understand. Luckily, that was Carl Faubert's specialty.
Like there were bombings and kidnappings happening in Quebec in 1970. Like this is not a nice, happy, fun time Canada game. Much like the happy, fun time Canada game I played yesterday. 59 degrees north. There you go.
Carl got the trembles as he imagined the excruciating pain that kind of scalpel could no doubt inflict. Within these miserable walls, patients probably felt more like in a slaughterhouse than in a doctor's office.
Yeah, it just the sheer amount of land that there is north in the northern hemisphere, it really confuses me. We have the Gulf Stream heading on, so it's not very comfortable to Canada when it comes to how cold it gets. Yeah, Yeah. Well, good luck with that. We're destroying the planet. Thoughts and prayers. It says that I can attach wire to a magnet, but I don't have a magnet to attach wire to. Anything in here? Yeah, the big thing for us with the, in terms of like climactic winds and events is we've got the El Nino and the Southern Oscillation, which is the air and water patterns over the Pacific. So we've got warm water here, and then there's cold water over in Chile, and then sometimes they'll cycle around. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's cold water here and warm water over there. But basically, yeah. Chances are I'll be dead when it stops completely. That's a problem for future Norwegians. Yeah, my wife was in Sweden earlier this year. So that's why that's been at the forefront of my mind. Okay, what have we got here? Should we go from the car somewhere? There's pictures of the doctor here. This is Melbourne Prey. Okay, well we've filled out the crash. It's done. It's never good to close communist ties in a small village like this where established order is fiercely defended. Maybe... Yeah, because the box was in the doctor's car. And if the box was in the doctor's... Hold on. Brain is occurring here. The box was in the doctor's car. And... if... And hold on. Just trying to brain here.
Doctors used light-reflecting frontal mirrors to look inside the patient's cavities. That was a bit unsettling. But
I've been told to step back from
much
sending
always the
out
case
the
with
death
medicine.
certificate. This whole thing sickens me. And then on the back of the letter, the note to Isabel, it said, like, I would protect purity against everything. So I think maybe he suspected Hamilton was involved in the dead woman. Maybe. And then killed her. Current working hypothesis. Please use the other door. S'il vous plaît. SVP, s'il vous plaît. Duct tape. Threw away some perfectly good duct tape. What's this? A lantern. Very nice. Ah, the wolves. The wolves have been getting into the beers.
Carl felt like he knew the doctor now. His belongings had spoken lengths about him. But what Carl had heard...
I would believe that outhouses are dreadful during the winter. Yeah, I just want to confirm that. Yeah, because the date for the Bedard's leaving was October. So my gut feeling is that it's October? Maybe? Do I have any other... No, I can't look at things from the car. Where am I? let's keep going up onto. Put some music on. God, I've not had to use an outhouse in donkey's years. Where's his house? Now, this was the old man that they said they couldn't believe why he was still alive. I'm just gonna come down here for no reason. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, mon bonhomme! Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'un étrange retentisse par ici. Moi te dire, je prends plus de chance depuis que ça rôde dans ce bout-là. J'ai ma carabine au bout du doigt, et puis bang, 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 si ça s'approche. Si tu veux du linge chaud, parce que t'es habillé comme un gars de la ville, je dirais pas non à une bonne bouteille de caribou. Puis tu pigeras ce que tu voudras parmi mes guinées.
Trade caribou for goat. Coat. I need to trade some caribou. Alright, well.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord. Cadeau, ça ouvre l'appétit. Prends-la, je m'en fous. Perds ton temps dans mes déchets tant que tu rapportes du caribou. Tu m'amènes un bon galon de caribou, puis on devient.
Alright, so we're gonna go get some caribou. Which I didn't know was like a kind of alcohol. So everyone up with a gun? Nah, he's fine. Yes.
An axe, not too shabby. Carl felt he needed to protect himself.
Correction, I'm stealing from a nut with a gun who shot at me. As one does when they. Hi, Keno. Look, it's cold and there are wolves out there. We looked and we think we're at about
In this cabin,
somewhere in the ballpark of 50 degrees
Carl
north.
couldn't leave empty-handed.
It makes reference to Chibugamal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Which is about sort of halfway up. I think it's just gasoline. Wait, did I? Hold on. This is. Yeah, no, we do keep it running. It cannot the The truck explicitly keeps going. Diesel is shooting for people in cab warm. I don't think it's that much of a problem, but yeah. God, have I ever even driven a diesel? I think I did some hours when I did my learner's permit in a diesel, which is nearly 20 years ago now. So, well, you were up in Alaska, weren't you? So I'm assuming that the climate would be somewhat more severe, I don't know. Meanwhile, here's my dumb Australian ass being like, I don't know, sometimes we get a little bit of snow, like we get a slight dusting. I think I've seen snow in person 3 times in my life. Because where I live, we're right below the snow line. So it's only when it gets super cold, and even when it does, it's rain. Super cold. Even when it does, it's kind of patchy, so like it could be sleeting where I am, and it'll be snowing somewhere else. Because we're just below the snow line here. We actually haven't had snow in... When was the last time we had snow? 2021, I think we last had snow. This is a good sign. House of the Patriot, living in Quebec, 1970.
The place looked more like a pigsty than a house. A heavy stench of curdled milk, cheap alcohol, and boiled cauliflower filled the air. Rock music invaded the minds of men even in the remotest of places. The man didn't own a turntable, though, so there's that
Morning,
going for
Navi.
him.
God, everyone's here. I hope you're rugging up because it's cold outside. What is that flag? What is that flag? Hold on, I want to have a look at that. It's just... House in Quebec. No, sorry, in Kona. No, you say flag and Patriot, and all of a sudden it just doesn't work. Oh yeah, this takes me to my youth when we just like curl up in front of the fire, and like my cousins, like they didn't have cable, but they knew someone who had cable, so they would tape shows off of cable and bring over to my cousin's house. That's the first time I ever watched Star Trek, was watching it taped off of cable. Original Star Trek, by the way. In the winter in the mountains. It was great. Why wash dishes when clean ones are within reach? Atlantic tuna. Thon. Thon means tuna. Peas. Prendrez, monsieur. Cafe Sansa Coffee. It's the little touches. Like, you know this person. Like, this shattered glass? What's the shattered glass from? Gee, I wonder. I wonder.
The rag reeked of fermented vomit.
Lovely.
Carl wondered how one could bear to live in such gross and horrid conditions.
Alright, inspect.
You had to be out of your mind to cook up white whiskey at home. The all-surrounding stench of alcohol alone was probably enough to gas a man to death.
Oh, here we go. Recette traditionnelle du Caribou. Whisky blanc. C'est pas de Longuin. Vin sherry. L'espèce of something. I haven't studied French in over 20 years.
Carl now knew how to quench the drunkard's thirst.
White whiskey isn't too much of a valid quantifier for that. Cherry wine. Well, I have some cherry wine. Gin fizz. Long Island iced tea. White rum. Liqueur de crowns. I don't know what that is. Gin, vodka, tequila, cola. Jus de citron. Rondelle de citron. What? Oh, I need a bottle. Hold on. A gun rack.
At Jean Blouin. Seems like that pig had a name after all.
Date de naissance. I'm assuming that means date of birth. 41. 29? What? Yeah, it'd be like 29. Jesus Christ. However, this is an expired permit. So he's probably gotten a wee bit, what do we call it? Radicalized? Fun, fun, fun. It's so flippin' cold out here.
With a homemade shooting range such as this, it wasn't hard to imagine a stray bullet ending its course inside the flesh of an unsuspecting passerby. Granted, Carl thought, there wasn't much in the way of passersby around here.
Hard to remember to renew your license when you're eating delicious white whiskey. Homemade white whiskey. Alright, let's go to that crazy old man. Which was that one. What years? 1970. October 1970.
Carl felt that it was mission accomplished.
I realized that it actually says October at the start of the game. And also, it is autumn or fall colors when the game starts. It does actually look like fall. Like, it's a little dusty, a little hazy, but it's so this snow is not just unseasonable, unseasonal. It is unnatural snow. Like, it just looks like, it's just autumn. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like, we hit our head on the front of the car, and then when we wake up, it's like this. So it is explicitly spooky. Well, it's supposed to be spooky. I suppose someone who lives in the far north, everyone up there with your high latitude locations. Meanwhile, here's me coasty being like, oh man, it's so cold. It's like 10 degrees Celsius. It's flippin' freezing. I've got to put a jacket on. Actually, hold on. Just give me 2 seconds here.
C'est-tu que t'as mon caribou pour revenir demain?
Yeah, I've got it.
Ah, quand on cherche, on trouve. Parce que je t'aime bien à cette heure, je vais te dire quelque chose. Tu fais bien de prendre ma pénice. Parce que par là-bas, tu vas rencontrer le vrai froid. Un froid qui glace comme t'en as jamais connu dans ta vie.
Hold on, I'm just trying to find out what the max was today. Okay, so currently it is 13. What is 13? 13C. 55. Do you have to worry about running out of fuel in the truck? Do not! There you go. You happy now? We got our gloves on. Just stealing your matches, old man.
La Corriveau. Batèche, ça te passe l'envie de te marier, la Corriveau. Elle tuait tous ses maris. Squick, les uns après les autres.
Chevy.
Pas de pitié dans le mariage.
What are you talking about, Chevy? This isn't a.
Mon beau bonnet du beau temps. Puis ma
This isn't a Chev. This is a. Wait. I think you're talking about a Chevrolet. This is clearly a Chevrolet.
Vois-tu le livre, là? C'est le Wendigo. Ouais, le Wendigo.
All right, kids,
Un
strap
guerrier
yourselves
qui
in.
devient un loup pour se venger de sa grosse peine. Et
Apropos of nothing, Until Dawn's available on Steam now. No reason. There was a time when hate waged war. Our hunters could decimate the great wolves who'd taken our children, our warriors who could snap the necks of the cowards who had reached for our supplies. The deafening sound of rock and bone breaking was enough to satiate the hate, and the rivers of blood would express our remorse and the apologies. Thus was balance maintained. Then came the whites. As usual, white people always gonna mess stuff up. The Legend of the Wendigo. Yay! I have no concept of whether or not this is an accurate portrayal of Wendigos in lore. But yeah, we're doing that. The Legend of the Wendigo dates back to I'm not Cree, so I have no way of knowing. I mean, I could read about it, but it's still not my tradition. I'm German Irish. The Legend of the Wendigo dates back to a time before anyone but the tallest trees can remember, a time of great cold and great aspirations, when the ships came and spewed men and their fire cannons, plagues, and spinelessness. Woof. Might be different up here from the one's legends in out. Well, no, I know for a fact that this is the Wendigo in like Cree culture is very different from ones in Appalachia. Because who lived in Appalachia? I mean, I guess it depends on where in Appalachia you are, but it wasn't Cree. The Cree weren't that far south. This is Cree stuff. Balance broke forever. The dead were piling up on our ancestral lands. Were they the creek in there? I don't know. I'm just trying to vaguely remember off of Europa Universalis. Seneca, Shawnee, Delaware, Cherokee, and other tribes. Okay, cool. Google tells me that it's very Cherokee. Cherokee were big in there. Okay. So Creek were not there. I think they were further south. Cherokee. Australian man tries to vaguely remember things about a country he's never been to. Balance broke forever. The dead were piling up on our ancestral lands. Too many bodies covered in moss, too much blood spilled on our stone, and our bone-breaking hate did not suffice any longer. One day, a young warrior who had lost everything, nieces, brothers, parents, and hope, fell to his knees in the middle of a small clearing covered in the blood of his fiancée after having killed after having crossed the path of some whites passing by. He'd seen the capitalization of whites there really makes them feel like they're just this other monster type of thing. Having seen everything, he called out to the Great Spirit, called out to him with words that came so naturally to him, words that could only create a river of blood and guts and a terrifying roar of screams. He called out to him for a force that no one had had before. He became Wendigo. And Wendigos are not like they are in that one episode of Charmed where Piper buries her face in some frozen meat. That happens. Anyway, the whites were decimated under the icy claws of the Wendigo. The great tide of blood even pushed a few ships back out to sea, but the Wendigo was not yet done with his vengeance, for as long as the heart of one of his fiancée's murderers still beat on Cree territory, he would prevail. The elders say that it was the force of the ancestors returned to nature that turned the young warrior. In this clearing where many ancestors had been buried in centuries past, a clearing now covered in blood spilled unjustly in a time where too many bodies were being buried, the ancestors heard the cries of the young warrior. Only in a remarkable time like this could the Wendigo have been born. His vengeance satiated, the warrior became Wendigo, went to rest forever. His frozen heart melted and disappeared, much like real snow come the spring. The snow that had befallen the Cree lands faded as well. There was much celebration. Balance had been restored. But the whites came back too. White hatred is never satisfied by rock and bone turned to dust. They arrived by the hundreds, armed with guns and torches, burned down every village, raped every woman, smashed the head of every newborn, tortured every man that fell into their grips. Never before had unbalance been so deep for the Cree peoples, and ever since it has been told that should one be satisfied... This is important. Never before had... it has been told that one should be satisfied with the rivers of blood brought by hatred, despite the wrongfulness done to them, because remarkable hate comes at far too steep a price. The Wendigo was never invoked again, but in the hearts of the Cree people remained a fear that one day a young warrior would once again call out with remarkable hate, because they know, through the wisdom brought by this legend, the Wendigo would prevail. But this victory would come at a great cost. The whites would come back, the whites would rule, none would be spared. I think we're getting a fairly, if this is true, we're getting a fairly decent understanding of what's coming. I think. What's this?
Touche pas à ça, l'enfant. Tu pourrais te faire mal.
Confiture. Like jam?
Ben oui, une couche. Tu peux-tu tout faire en même temps, toi?
Ain't no shame. Sometimes you gotta poop where you go. Icebox. Oh, this crazy old dude's happy with us just rummaging around his house because he got some booze.
Ah, la belle pétarade. En 17 que c'était. Et le Kaiser, Il se souvient de moi avec ma belle carabine. Bang, bang, que je lui disais. Bang, bang, bang. Ah, le bon temps.
You're a crazy old man, but I'm glad you're on my side.
Dans mon temps, c'était comme sur l'image. On était vrais, fiers, forts, puis on avait le bon lieu de notre bord. C'est encore beau. Tout ce qui est vieilli est bien meilleur.
All right. Thanks, old man. Wait, he's got one of the bonhomme hats.
Mon beau bonnet.
I don't know what they're called.
Puis ma ceinture, où ce que je glissais mon flasque. Le monde tournait plus rond quand on s'habillait tout de même.
What a kooky old man. I think that's everything here. Actually that's 3 hours. Oh, because I've got to be somewhere where it's warm. Let's go back to the shop. I don't know if I'll play more.
Man's cabin had been very generous to Carl. He couldn't have asked for more.
I do like that little bit of narration just to be like, hey, you got everything. Yeah, we turned left here. Bye-bye. Oh, this looks snug. Probably smells like old man. But what do you think it is? Like sheepskin? So yeah, with regards to the fuel question, when you start the game, you're running low, and then like one of the first puzzles is like, okay, I've got to fill up on petrol. And then once you've done that, you don't really need to fill it up again.
Wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
They did switch it on from inside the store. Oh, why did it turn off? Weird. Gas canister. Yeah, I do. Empty gas can. Is it not for here? Do I need to... I think I need to use that elsewhere. But... Well, thank you everybody for visiting. Yes, there is a dead body there. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Alright. I know that it's been auto-saving, but I just want to do that. Okay, cool. All right. So, one, my plan is figure out why I wasn't able to run the old, because I was planning on playing some old like FMV murder mystery games. I was playing Who Killed Sam Rupert earlier, virtual murder series, and I solved it by brute forcing it. So I also just like this music. Scene Investigators, hell of a game. Really tests your brain meats there. And I mean, I've played Kona before. I've held off on playing Kona 2 until I've gone back to it. I just love the mood of this. It's just a really nice experience. No, actually, I don't think I'll raid out. I think I'll just end the stream there. There's a couple of people who I want to have a look at, but I think I'll just go there myself. You take care of yourselves. We might get some more Fallout. There's a long weekend this weekend here in Australia, so there may be more streams, or I may decide to just spend time in bed. I don't know. You take care of yourselves, because you know what? You're important. You really are. Thank you.